We talk a lot about headphones on this channel, and to continue this tradition, I want to have a look again and do a bit of an overview of my mixing headphones, and that's AKG K712 Pro. Hi, I'm Mike from K712 Presents. On this channel, I'm releasing videos on podcasting, so if you enjoyed the video, you can hit the like button. When I left my job at the movie studio at the end of 2015 and started a freelancing gig, I didn't have much gear at home. I had an old laptop, I had an old audio interface, and a pair of these Sony MDR 7506. It took me years to build this studio and acquire all that gear. At that time, I didn't have any money to to upgrade, but I knew that one of the first things that I've got to buy is proper headphones. Don't get me wrong, these are proper headphones. And at the beginning, I was using them for everything: editing, mixing, mastering, and QC. Unfortunately, they have some cons, and these issues translated onto my final export, the final podcast episodes. For starters, the Sonys have over-ear closed cap, so they will isolate you from all the sound. Also, they will make your hearing tired after a while, so I wasn't able to work on them for a long period. Then they have an uneven frequency response, so I would end up boosting and cutting a lot of frequencies, which in reality affected the mixes in a negative way. So soon enough, I started thinking to myself, well, I've got to get headphones that are good for mixing. There are several headphones that people use for mixing. You got ones from Sennheiser, you got ones from Sony, you got ones from Adam, and AKGs. And these AKGs seem really good. They had good reviews, and I've opted in, and I got them. They came in a huge box. I haven't got the box anymore, but inside the box they were in a pouch. I still have it there. So like a sort of kind of velvety kind of thing. The headphones were inside, and you also had extra cable, which is a straight cable. The one that I have my headphones connected is a coiled cable. It's quite short, but more than enough when you've got your interface nearby, you're working at your computer. Now let's have a closer look on these headphones. So first let's have a look at the jack. So they come with a small jack. Then I've got the extension that I screw in, and that's to use for my audio interface headphone output. The cable, as I mentioned before, it's a coiled cable. It's kind of short, but it's enough if you got your interface nearby and next to you and you're sitting and listening at your computer. Then we got these pads. They're kind of big. They go over your ear and they're very soft and very comfortable. I should change them by now, but yeah, they're durable as well. I haven't changed them to new ones yet, but I should. Then we got the headband. It's comfortable and it's adjustable a little bit, so it adjusts to your head. It's not stuck in one place. When we look at the frequency response, and the screenshot is from SonarWorks Sound ID when they took the average from these headphones. These are of course not neutral, so they got cuts in lows and a big cut around 3K, but they also boost low, mids and highs, and they give a kind of warm round sound when you're listening on these headphones. This frequency response, of course, translated onto my mixes as well, but by the time I got them, I had metering software and systems in place that allowed me to mix and account for these cuts and boosts that were ingrained onto these headphones. And then I, of course, got that SonarWorks correctional software where it flattens the frequency response of these headphones, and when I mix them, I mix them in a neutral position. What else? Well, the biggest selling point of these, at least for me, is they're extremely comfortable when they sit on your head. I mean, I can work on them for hours and still have my hearing relatively intact and not affected. Of course, they are chunky. They're big headphones. They're not headphones that you go with to the gym or for a walk. These are production headphones, or maybe if you're gaming, I don't know, but definitely not consumer kind of headphones. The other thing is that they're over-ear open back, meaning they will let some of the outside noise in, and that makes them perfect for mixing, because when people listen to your mixes, when people listen to your projects, they will not listen in an acoustically treated environment. They will listen on the train, gym, during the commute, and even with these sort of noise cancellation options that some headphones now offer, you still hear what's happening around you. And these kind of headphones, the open back headphones, recreate that kind of environment. So when you mix, it's in context of somewhat how people will be listening to your product, to your work in the future. I want to add that these headphones are not as focused, again, because they're sort of chunky and open back, and they're not as loud. So I don't use them for editing. I use Sony's with that isolated sound when I really have to laser in and focus on something. I use these AKGs for checking on my mixes, for mixing, for the final mastering kind of thing. There's also the price, so they cost around £200, which is not the most expensive, it's not the cheapest, it's around $400, but for that kind of price, they're really worth it. You will not overpay. If you're looking for headphones for mixing, check them out. If you can, try them out first, of course. But remember, on top of everything else, you've got to learn your headphones. Buying the headphones is only the first step. By using them constantly, you learn their shortcomings, the issues, and that's how you will improve your mixes and your production work. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content, you can check the rest of my channel. For now, you can share, you can like or subscribe, and I'll see you later.